will go into effect. The ACLU sued over the law on behalf of 4 transgender young people and a doctor.
This week began with police, city leaders, and families frustrated by violent crime and shootings across Indianapolis. And since then, the anti-violence plan laid out by the city and Mayor Hogstad took some major steps. Council committees approved proposals on gun safety rules and the enforcement of gun laws. While those parts of the plan move through committee chambers and debates, community groups have been taking a much different approach, encouraging young people to choose peace.
Some people never done things like this, so, they giving people a chance, try new things.
Engaging and educating while keeping Indianapolis teenagers on the right track this summer.
If more kids can get out here in programs, they'll know how to think instead of running to a gun.
That's the goal of Summer in the City. Teens can experience a little bit of everything at locations across the city each day of the week.
See how we going?
On Mondays, circuit training on the northeast side.
Good word.
A chance for young people to express their emotions through physical activity while learning other ways to hash out their problems.
The big point is understanding when to fight and when not to fight. And guess what? If somebody's trying to fight you, how can you do it better? With conflict resolution.
Even though it's all about physical activity, they're learning to find other ways to resolve issues. On Tuesdays at Watkins Park, it's all about connection. Teens can learn what it takes to be a barber. But it's about more than haircuts.
We know that sometimes the closest person to you is your barber, and having conversations, so we realized that, and then we realized how much more effective it will be by putting individuals and young people in the room with them to have those conversations.
On Wednesdays, lessons in healthy, affordable soul cooking on the Far East Side.
You hear that little sizzle?
Along with kitchen skills, kids learn to follow a recipe and get to take food back home to their families.
So everyone's connected to the ingredients, connected to the food, but also they're working together.
On Thursdays at Brookside Park, from bebop to hip hop, it's more than your average history lesson.
We don't have enough opportunities for young people to interface with their culture in this way. This is an important way to connect them to a rich history, a rich tradition, and then activate them and get them curious about themselves.
Kids are learning about the roots of hip hop and other forms of art from an IUPUI professor. And on Fridays, the esports experience at Butler University's brand new esports park. A lot of these kids participating throughout the week, telling us it's a way to do something different this summer and connect with new friends.
It's a lot of things to do out here that's tempting, but I just find something positive to do.
I love that. Well, this was the second week of summer in the city. The programs will continue each week until July 21st. Kids who participate in 6 of the 7 weekly sessions will get special gifts tied to what they've learned. You can learn more about signing up and other summer in the city activities right now at WRTV.com.
Nice job on that story. This Father's Day weekend, a Central Indiana man is working on a way to help other parents get through grief. Darisha Young was found dead from a gunshot wound at an apartment complex on the southeast side. This back in May of 2021. She was 21 years old. While looking for support, her father Dorico realized there weren't many affordable options for men dealing with the loss of a child or a sibling.
You have your support group, which is your family, but then you still feel that you don't want to overwhelm them, so you don't say anything to your family. So you still back to it's just you. So you start to feel that you're in this battle by yourself.
In memory of his daughter and her nickname, Riri, Young is establishing Riri's Place. Right now, it's just a gutted-out home there in Kokomo in Howard County, but Young wants to work with other fathers to turn it into a place where males 13 and older can support each other. They're raising money for the renovation and supplies this weekend. You can learn more about that by going to our website at WRTV.com.
Choosing drugs and alcohol over children. It's a reality for many women out there, and now a program to help them fight their addiction is underway. WRTV's Kaylin Kendall shows us how women are working out while getting back on track.
Hey, how are you? Inside Fresh Start Recovery Center in downtown Indianapolis.
You gonna work out?
It's something much bigger than it looks.
It's been beneficial. It's helped me stay clean.
All of these moms are undergoing drug treatment, part of Volunteers of America's effort to keep mom level-headed on the path of recovery.
Sobriety can be fun.
For Amber Pickerel, she says it's helped her stay motivated to get sober. Her drug of choice, meth. She knew she needed help.
When my son almost walked in on me with a needle in my arm.
But that's not who she is now. Now she wants to be clean and be the best mom she can be, which is what this program is working to do. The Fresh Start program, a name pretty explanatory in itself, giving pregnant and parenting moms a fresh start on life. But the key here is kids get to stay with their moms instead of getting put in the system.
It gives them peace of mind that they can focus on their recovery and not have to worry about their children.
Amber's son will soon get to stay with her.
The main reason why I'm here, I get my 6-month-old back in 2 weeks. This place has saved my life.
And the program comes at a much-needed time. Volunteers of America says last fall, the state's maternal mortality annual report was released. The numbers were alarming. It showed a 40% increase in maternal deaths from 2019 to 2020. The main reason? SUD, or substance use disorder.
A lot of times they are marginalized by society and ostracized even, and so we come in here without judgment or condemnation.
I hated myself.
So one workout, conversation.
Now I look in the mirror and I'm like, I love you.
And safe place to stay. They're saving lives for both mom and child.
It's just a different season.
In Indianapolis, Caitlin Kendall, WRTV.
The program says they've served nearly 2,000 moms and children over the past 2 years. A sweet send-off for young athletes. 2 local Little League teams will compete with kids from across the Midwest this weekend. We'll show you what makes this trip so special.
I admit it, it's cool right now, 71 degrees. Wait till you see how warm it is for the rest of the 7-day forecast.
From Indy streaming news leader, this is WRTV News at 6, streaming now.
My view is a school board member is representing the community, yet I can't represent the community if they don't know what's going on.
A West Lafayette mom files a public records complaint against the school district, and she wins. And now she's on that school board hoping to improve transparency and the public's right to know.
WRTV Investigates Kara Kenny has been tracking this issue for years. She joins us now with this mom's journey plus steps you can take as a parent.
Indiana's public access counselor has seen an uptick in complaints against local school districts, about 36 complaints filed in the last 5 years. The complaints focus on 2 things: schools not being transparent with regards to meetings and with not providing public records. A West Lafayette mom filed a complaint against her district, and she ended up getting elected to the school board.
Daisha Mumford is a mother of 4 kids and former West Lafayette teacher.
I love schools, I love kids.
In April 2019, she attended her first school board meeting.
No one knew what was going on if you were in the audience. At that point, we had a policy, the school board had a policy that all information in the packet was confidential both before and after the meeting.
When a school board meets, they have to post an agenda. A school board packet has all the relevant documents associated with agenda items, like meeting minutes, contracts, and personnel reports.
I should be able to make a comment on something in the packet because I know what the packet says.
Daisha ran for school board in 2020 and lost, but she started writing summaries of school board meetings on her website.
I share kind of some background or my thoughts.
Daisha filed a public records request for a school board meeting packet. The district denied her request, so Daisha filed a formal complaint with the Indiana Public Access Counselor and won. Public Access Counselor Luke Britt wrote in his opinion, the West Lafayette Community School Corporation violated the Access to Public Records Act.
What was your reaction when...
Oh, I was so excited. The very next meeting, they changed their policy from that the packet was confidential before and after the meeting to the packet was confidential only before the meeting. Still not right. Once that packet is going to the school board members, it's public information.
Daisha ran for school board again in 2022 and won. Since taking office in January, she's pushed for more transparency and releasing the packets before and after meetings. This spring, the board agreed and voted to change their practice.
And please indicate with a show of hands. That motion carries 7-0.
So I have the packet right here, May 8th. of this year was the very first school board meeting that if you attended the school board meeting and any of these items, you could see for yourself what we were talking about. I can't even put into words how meaningful this is to me because it's making a difference.
Daisha has a new concern, one that was heightened after seeing our investigation into Perry Township schools in Marion County. The public access counselor found they violated the open door law by telling people they could not record public meetings.
How long have you been telling people that they can't record at public meetings?
These are our comments.
Concerned citizens reached out to us, and we are here on behalf of concerned citizens.
Those are our comments.
You don't think the public deserves an apology?
Those are our comments.
I was super excited when I saw the story. We actually have a sign at our school board meetings that says cell phones have to be turned off. After I read that story, it's always bothered me.
After seeing our story, she asked for West Lafayette to remove the sign, but as of June 12th meeting, it was still there. We reached out to the school board president, who told us, while we do have a sign posted requesting that cell phones be off, we have not, to my knowledge, ever enforced or attempted to limit cell phone use in meetings. That request of patrons observing our meetings is, to my knowledge, more rooted in a desire to not have our meetings interrupted by bells and ringers. So we checked with the public access counselor and the Indiana School Boards Association, and both told us banning cell phone use would likely be a violation of the public's right to observe and record meetings.
That's what school board members should be doing, is they should be making it as easy as possible for the community to be involved and have a voice.
Here's what you can do as a parent. Get involved. Join a committee or a parent-teacher council. Go to the meetings or watch them online. Engage with your elected school board members, either in person or via email. Kara Kenny, WRTV.
The school board president says the board has been working on improving transparency for several years, including the hiring of a new superintendent and providing live streams of meetings. You can read her entire statement right now at WRTV.com.
So many festivals. This is Father's Day weekend. All we want is some sunshine and then some rain.
My dad's coming to the pool, so I need sunshine Sunday.
There's a lot going on, and I think everybody will be satisfied with the forecast.
Can I get rain next week, maybe Wednesday?
Monday may be the
Monday.
best day for some rain. Not multiple days the way it looks now. Don't panic, that's not 13 below zero. It's 13 degrees colder than 24 hours ago, and you can feel it. We moved from the low 50s to the low 70s through the day today, and that's where we're at now. Indy's at 71. To the south and west, where you've had more sunshine, temperatures 5 degrees warmer in spots. Temperatures will jump for the weekend. Noticeable change, and if you had a jacket around today, you won't